lovely people, it's your boy Pato, and we are back with another reaction. Okay, if you are new here, you are definitely welcome to enjoy this reaction with us. So stick with me and let's go have fun.
Have the best international flow. Let me fix the mic. Sakai vite.
Alright guys, so this is Sarkodie and Kalash at the 2019 BET after Sarkodie won the Hip Hop Awards for Best International Flow. So they delivered, a cypher and it's long due. So hey, let's go get it.
Direct dans les BET 2019, man. Il est comme à et puis quand c'est le puis pas comme là bas il me ka appuyer sur il ka ton fait.
This is Kalash. Kalash is from Martinique, which is or was a French colony in the Caribbean islands.
En puis pour peu qu'on va puis il ka souri ba il a ka gâté là pour famo pas famo ko ni sale ko ego ou pas je ba e même plein bouc ja goûter de goûter un jour ou c'est pour faire pour mettre un jour vos amis ou mériter en bas un jour coucou maman vous French Guiana juste Boston yo this to my down il faut pas second aïe ça ka peut-être tom tom.
So actually he was spitting in French and you can still get the feel or the tone of the Caribbean accent.
Olado, moi je pas briser gang. Moi quand on y mange tout ensemble, on a pas de man baga jouer pour femme. A long time. Voilà no man. Hey, tactique pratique target statique, ma click s'applique paquet cabrit casso kaki. Paquet pour blabla ça rapide. Si tu veux disrespect dis mouth habit. Yeah dagi, il faut donner ça pour tapite. Il a venu red moon vex sur baga check. Yeah, tu connais que Kalash beta dog. Respect tout black. C'est un écho de madame. Là où les balles pleuvent comme les mamans. Et tous les jours je white for my again que die for my du haut de placard. Et la police n'est pas comme à Paname.
Alright, he is holding the beat down, he got his unique way, he is holding the beat down.
Ici la whoop à des Batman. Et la cocaïne, point air caraïbe dans la soute, parmi les bagages. Fusil pété, oh no, ha, une moto, boum, boum, oh oh, mais les gros font de la monnaie, contre la monnaie, pour de la monnaie. Les potons à la dalle, énervé de le plus jeune âge, l'inégalité te fout la rage, sur le du 20e étage, la suite fait faire des bêtises, et l'on vient le pire des vices, la jalousie, l'hypocrisie, la trahison, tout le monde pense avoir raison. 2019 BET, nous qui représente depuis tout petit, rouge, vert, noir, peu importe sa mundi, représente Mada, Ghana, Haïti, big up brother, Sarkodie. Pull up that, my brother. Yeah, man.
Alright, pull that up for Sarkodie, Kalash, he did his thing, it's French and I don't understand French, but he still got the Caribbean accent, he's mixing everything up, a little bit of English, a little bit of patois, a little bit of the Creole accent, or the French accent from the Caribbean, Martinique. So, Kalash, he did his thing. Let's go check out what Sarkodie also got.
For the motherland, gonna stand up. Yeah, what the hell is way sexy than African booty with stretch marks on it?
This is old, but it's still gold. You know what I mean? What the hell is way sexier than an African booty with stretch marks on it? Hey, I tell you, right?
Not only the blacks want it, you don't even want to touch, just relax on it.
Not only the blacks want it, it's like everybody else want it. You don't even want to touch it. You just want to put your head on it and, relax on it. Black booty with stretch marks on it. That is what you want to do with it.
So to the lady, this is your last warning. Beautiful melanin, dark skin.
So to the ladies, this is your last warning. Beautiful, dark-skinned melanin, full of melanin. So, he is talking about the African woman.
Let me see your hands if you worship a black queen.
Let me see your hands if you worship a black queen. Hey, I got my hands up.
Chemicals, I'm going to use some paper with a napkin.
Chemicals, I'm going to use some paper with the napkin. That means all the chemicals that you are using on your skin. He says wipe it off with a napkin. So he's probably talking about bleaching.
Put it in the dustbin.
He says the cream that you are using to bleach your skin, to get rid of your black skin, trash that, put that in the garbage. That's what he's telling you.
Don't let nobody tell you you're not beautiful because you're black.
Don't let anybody tell you you're not beautiful because you are black. No. Black is beauty. Melanin is beauty. So do not destroy your black skin. Okay? That is what Sark is telling you. The ladies. He says if you go that low to bleach your skin, then you are just slagging, right? So he's telling the ladies, no, it's a no, and it's too low below the belt to get rid of your black skin. You are slagging with that move.
It's only because of the confidence you lack.
It's only because of the confidence you lack as a black queen. When you try to get rid of your black skin, you are lacking confidence because you want to be a representation of somebody's culture, and that is what he is telling you not to do.
Brainwashed, but now we're taking it back off Hollywood.
He says black people are being brainwashed, but now we are taking it back.
African beauty looking good. You want to change? I don't think you should.
You want to change? I don't think you should. You want to change your skin? You want to bleach and become like white? You want to represent somebody's culture? No, I don't think you should. That is what King Sark is telling you.
To the beautiful sisters in the hood, I don't want to be rude.
To the beautiful sisters in the hood, I don't want to be rude.
In the beginning, I mean, it was me and they were stuck on a slave.
In the beginning, I and myself and you, we were stuck on a slave ship.
But since yeah, we are free, we on some ape shit.
But now we are free and we are on some ape shit. You remember the movie Planet Apes? Okay, you know the apes took over, you know. So it is time we Africans, we have to take over. You know what I mean?
But you're not free totally, we're still in the matrix.
But he says we are now free. The African continent is now free because they are playing games with us. We are still in the matrix, you know.
Slavery stages is here, you stay 6. And your physical, systematical mind games.
It's not a physical thing. It's a systematic mind game. You know what I mean? It's systems that has been put in place. It's structures that has been put in place to slow the African down, to slow the black man down. So it's a systematic mind game. It's not anything physical. So you have to really go inside your deep brains and think about this stuff. You know, if I sit and I wonder about it, if I sit and I think about it, it gives me migraine how the systematic mind game is working on Africans, and for centuries it is still working, and now it's still working.
Freedom is expensive. We'll check a price range.
Freedom is expensive, so go and check the price range.
Black children, but now we're bearing some white things. So
we are blacks, but then now we are bearing some white names. You know what I mean? So we claim to be free. We claim to have earned independence from the white man, but we are still bearing their culture. We are still bearing their names. We are still bearing things that belong to them. So are we really free? That is what he is saying.
Faith. Your brothers and sisters are done cellmates.
Because of self-hate, brothers and sisters have become cellmates. What he means is that brothers and sisters are being put behind bars, and instead of living outside of the prison because of hate, we find ourselves sharing cells in the prison.
I think it's time that we open the hell gate. We got to push to be free before it's...
I think it's time we have to open the hell gate because we have to push to be free.
Hell late. We can see between the lines, but we still can.
We can see in between the lines, but we can still now read. This is deep bars right there. You have to think about things, man. You have to kind of think deep.
Read. We're still in chains, but the eyes can see.
We are still in chains, but the eyes can see. That is what he was telling you about the systematic mind games. We are still chained up. It's not physical, so the eyes cannot see.
We do have a choice, but we still ain't free.
We do have a choice, but we are still not free because you know what? When you go to Africa, in Africa, you know, a lot of the systems are just hooked up with European democracy, with European rules and everything, and we are still not free as a people.
I can't breathe. I just want to be free.
Somebody hold me. I cannot breathe. He is relating that to, we know, police brutality in America when Eric Garner was choked to death while he was shouting, "I cannot breathe." So, you know, he's addressing black problems both in Africa and outside of Africa.
Free is when you decide for yourself. Free is when nobody controlling your wealth.
Free is when you decide for yourself. Free is when nobody controls your wealth. You know, Africa's wealth is being controlled by the Western world. 14 countries in Africa still pay or still send all of their money to France. And even when they need part of that money for their own good, they are giving that part of money they want as loan with interest. So we know you are not free if somebody else is controlling your wealth. All of these African countries also use the currency that comes from France. It actually belongs to France. So you know we are not free if we have all these systems in place. How can you be free?
Free is when you stop begging people for help.
Free is when you stop begging people for help. all over Africa, we are always begging the Western world for aid. We are always running to them to get help. So you are not free as you think.
Free is finally when you're breaking out from a spell.
Free is finally when you have broken from a spell. You know, when a witch casts a spell on you, everywhere you go, it follows you. It's like that with, Africa and the Western world. We are still chained to the Western world. We are still chained to China with a lot of loans that we cannot even pay back. So we are not free.
We in the 21st century. They can't be using guns no more. They play.
We are in the 21st century and they cannot be using guns anymore. So they are playing with our minds. That is what he keeps telling you. That is a mind game, systematic mind game. And so we are not free unless we push forward to be free and unhook these chains. We have to cut the chains loose because it's still not a free continent.
I could still running claiming democracy, so we say we see everything. But
he says the Western world, the white man claims democracy. And the democracy, they are also pushing the democracy onto us. And we think we have seen everything in the world.
We are blind. The destruction of a man begins in the home.
The distraction of a man begins at the home.
So when they break up the home, they take over the throne.
So when they break up the home, they take over the throne. Black people face this. Say in America, right? A lot of black men are getting behind the bars. They are throwing people in jail. They are killing people. They are breaking the home. So they are taking the men. Those who are supposed to be the fathers, the leaders, the head of the families, those are the people taken away from their families so that the homes will be broken. And this is systemic racism. Right now, they are not putting a gun on you, but they are still calling you to come for loans and you run to them getting all of their loans.
Oh, remember, you cannot be on your own.
But when you all remember that you cannot be on your own,
you got to teach a man how to fish.
You've got to teach a man how to fish
so they can survive a lifetime.
You have to teach a man. You've got to teach a man how to fish so they can survive a lifetime. But that is not the wish of the white man. That is not the wish of the Western world for Africans because they don't want us to be free.
Wish about the side they're gonna have a hard time. The United States of Africa is.
When we are able to put a United States of Africa together and become a stronghold, man, they are going to have a hard time. That is what Sark is telling you.
What they don't want to see, but that's the only way my people can survive.
But that is the only way my people can survive. That is the only way blacks in the diaspora, Africans on the continent, that is the only way we can survive. But the Western world, that is a no-no for them. They won't sit for this to happen, but we still got to push on.
They divide and conquer with just a brown paper bag.
They divide and conquer with just a brown paper bag. Brown paper bag is a symbol of corruption and bribery. And this we know our African leaders, this is their game. They go behind the door. They go behind their people to get big loans, to get big bribes, to do things for themselves, things that only pertains to their problems, but not the problems of the people. Right now they have taken the cash to buy our pride.
Money machine, they say they want to invest on my
we have the farmlands in the Western world. It's even hard for them to cultivate, peanuts, groundnuts.
Dream, the return of Martin Luther King, we still have a dream.
The return of Martin Luther King, we still have a dream. So he's putting himself in the shoes of Martin Luther King, and he is telling you that black people in the diaspora, black people, African people, this is what we have to do. Okay, we still have a dream to push on, and definitely it shall come to pass if we continue pushing on for our freedom and one Africa, United States of Africa.
The voodoo magic, it's nothing evil.
The voodoo magic is nothing evil.
The
voodoo magic is nothing evil, but a white man claims that with a logic. When it comes to knowledge, black people, African people, we lack knowledge about certain things. Exactly. We lack knowledge about how our systems should be put in place so that it benefits our people. We lack knowledge in the sense that we have to break loose from foreign influence. We lack knowledge that instead of helping our own people, our leaders only prefer to help themselves and nothing else.
You try and talk of finding evidence to back it up.
We've been lied to, and they go find out evidence to back it. The people that lead us, they lie to us, and still they will go find evidence to back their lies. Oh my goodness. This is the guys. So a couple of months ago, way back in 2019, about 8 months ago, somewhere in October, Sarkodie won the best international flow at the hip hop awards, from the BETs. He took the stage to address the problems that black people are facing. He first of all started with bleaching with our women, trying to lose their identity. He talked about political systems. He talked about systemic racism. He talked about mind games, that we are not even free. He talks about the fact that we claim to be free, but we are not free from the Western world. So this is a big stage that he used this to address problems facing black people, and it's a very, very, very good thing that he did. I'm proud of him, and I like the fact that he went hard on this one, full of confidence. He wasn't shaky. He didn't fear what to say. This is what our people have to do when they get to that big stages. They have to use their voice and tell the people out there what needs to be done. I hope you enjoyed it, because I did enjoy it too. Alright guys, thanks to all subscribers. Thanks for sticking with me throughout the reaction. Thanks for coming back to watch my videos. We are heading to 2,000 subscribers, and I need you to put in some fire. I need you to support Daybreak Again channel. I need you to subscribe to the channel, because this way I also get the motivation to bring out more videos. This is my way of pushing the African music out there to the world. This is my way of pushing the African artists to the world. So join me in this effort, and I thank you for your support. Okay, if you are joining me for the first time, please do so. Hit the subscribe button before you take your exit and be a part of Daybreak Again. Alright, right on your screen I have suggested the next video for you. Kill some time with it, enjoy it, and your boy Pato, I will see you in the next reaction. I am out for now.